what's next for you? Even if like, do you have that dream of directing that Disney the Disney film? It would be really full circle there, or Disney VR experience. Or is there, are there other things that you have in the pipeline, things that you want to do? Are there new technologies that you want to play around with, or other things that you're hoping to sort of change in the world?
Yeah, it's a great question. I haven't told anyone this really, but I'm gonna come out on this podcast and talk
Well,
about it.
and then if it comes out in a month from now, then it will already be out there potentially, but it's okay.
I really want to get back into choreographing. Like I really want to dive back into like my dance background and not just choreographing experiences, which I mean, I'll do that all day, every day, but actually like putting together a small dance company, putting together some dance films, like really diving back into that creative side of myself that I haven't been able to explore for so long. And ideally, I have this dream of putting on an immersive dance show here at Onassis Onyx, where I am right now, which is a really great space in New York, or even doing an immersive dance show for like the Armory or for some sort of other venue here in New York, like the Shed. So that's one of my dreams that I have been incubating for a while. And the other dream, of course, would be to direct some sort of animated series, maybe start even my own independent live action script. I've never directed live action before, but there's a part of me that has this coming of age story that I've been percolating on and wanting to kind of sit down and see what that outline would be for a feature film, very much inspired by like Lady Bird and Dee Dee and some really beautiful other coming of age films that take place in California. And I'm like, I identify so much with those characters, but I feel like there's a unique version of that story I could tell as well. Yeah, I love animation. Like I mentioned, I would love to keep directing animation. I'm actively pitching a couple places right now as a director. And there's definitely this part of me that wants to keep exploring technology. I'm really interested in physical installations, like how do people's like physical actions interact with technology? How does technology interact with physical interactions? So just letting myself be open to exploring that as well. I'm always open minded. I think the biggest thing about technology is I never seek it out. It always comes and finds me. And I like it that way because sometimes I feel like when you're actively seeking out the right technology, you can often get sidetracked and overwhelmed versus letting the story and the creative find you and then saying, okay, what would be the best medium or technology for this and letting that come and find you as well. So yeah, that's like really for me what's on my future horizon. From another perspective, like would love to have a TED Talk in the next few years, would love to do coaching for people who are looking for my consulting advice, would love to continue to be able to do like workshops and seminars to be able to keep sharing this impact side of me that I have, the social impact, the impact storytelling, because there's a lot of people that approach me for that skill set, and there's not so many of me to go around. But if I could do courses and webinars to kind of maximize that audience, then that's definitely something I want to keep pursuing and thinking about as well in the next few months. So that's really my roadmap, and I'm excited to see like where it all unfolds and how it all goes in the next year or so.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I just get excited for you. I mean, I got involved in the entertainment business and technology business to be sort of, I said, like next to people who are super creative. Like, and I feel like when I'm next to you, whether it be virtual, that I just am like, yes, I've kind of fulfilled a bit of my hopes and dreams myself to been able to have met people like you and see sort of the stuff that you can make and create. But thank you so much for coming to the podcast and giving people a bit of an insight into your vision and what you see. And if people want to learn more about you, where should they go?
Yeah, the best place would be my website. It's just my name, MichaelaTernasky-Holland.com. And from there, you can kind of deep dive into all these different little areas of consultation and directing and creating and speaking that I talked about. And then if you want to follow my work, I have a monthly newsletter that comes out that highlights a few of the things happening in my current life, as well as some of my recent projects. And if you aren't really into newsletters, but you like social media, you can follow me both on Instagram and TikTok. They're both just my name, Michaela Ternasky-Holland.
Amazing. Thank you, Michaela, so much for coming. I really loved having you here.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.